Uh-oh, something happened with my phone. Okay, I think we're logged on. Everybody can hear. Oh, all right. Ina alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala wa rasulullah. Welcome to the Sunnahfollowers Kids program. MashaAllah. And this is the program that we have every Sunday. And I'm sorry it started late today. It was supposed to start, well, my part of it was supposed to start at 2, but I ended up, you guys know, I was asleep. I just woke up, threw on my clothes, got on my hijab. Oh, I hope that everything's covered. And we're ready. And look who's here. There's my baby. Assalamu alaikum. All the way from Germany. You're in Germany now, right? This is late. You stayed up so you can join us tonight, huh? She is so adorable. All the way from Germany. And everybody else is turning their cameras on. Oh, there's my Princess Amalia. MashaAllah, there's Asma and Najma. They've been sitting there waiting patiently with their books. We got Sabrina, one of the most studious students of all. She's the one that participates in the adult classes, answering all the questions. And then we got Yusuf. I saw Yusuf. MashaAllah, Yusuf. Assalamu alaikum. How are you today? You've been waiting for me, huh? You guys been waiting for me. Y'all knew I was asleep. They know Layla sleeps late because Layla goes to bed late. So, alhamdulillah. And that's the book, guys. Amalia's holding the book up for everybody to see. That's the book, the 55 Hadiths on Islamic behavior and discipline. And I think we're on Hadith number 13 today. In fact, let me put the Hadith up on the screen so everybody can take a look-see at it. Okay? Where is it at? Here it is. Let's see. Kids have been waiting so patiently for me because I overslept. Okay. Yeah, this is 55 Hadiths on Islamic behavior, and you can pick up a copy of this book by going to www.atleonline.com. Okay. And this is Hadith number 13. Which is a very, very interesting hadith for us to talk about today, especially with what's going on, what we are facing as Muslims around the world today. This is a hadith that speaks about oppression. Does everybody know what oppression is? Can anyone tell us what is oppression? Anyone knows? What's oppression? Nobody knows? Okay, oppression is when people are doing things that are harmful to you. Oppression means when people make it hard for you to live. They might take away your food, take away your water. They might tease you, bully you. Every time you go to school, somebody is constantly calling you out your names, constantly treating you bad. That's oppression. Whenever we treat other people badly in a badly way, that's oppression. And I want you guys to know that Allah doesn't like oppression. Allah doesn't like for us to go around treating people a bad way. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told us to treat people the way you want them to treat you. If everybody in the world treated each other the way we would want them to treat us, then we'd have a happy world, wouldn't we? So that's oppression. So this hadith for today is speaking about how, as Muslims, we should avoid harming other people, being mean to other people, being bad to other people. And let's take a look at it, okay? And this hadith was narrated by Abu Huraira. He was a young boy that grew up under the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's leadership. He said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever has oppressed another person, in other words, whoever has hurt another person in regards to his honor, his reputation, or anything else, that person should beg for the person he hurt to forgive him before the day of judgment. Because on the day of judgment, there will be no money or anything else you can do. You can bribe Allah with to try to get out of the wrong you've done. But instead, what's going to happen is Allah is going to take your good deeds and give them to the person that you hurt. And he's going to take the sins of the person that you hurt and put them on you. So this is a powerful hadith to think about. Whenever you hurt another person and you don't apologize for it, you're going to stand before Allah and take on all that person's bad deeds and give them yours. You know, that's sad. And why is that sad? Because in order to get into paradise, you have to have at least one good deed in your hand. If you don't have at least one good deed, you're not going to get into paradise. So imagine whatever good you've done, helping your parents, being kind to the birds, feeding the animals, and all of that. You got to take whatever reward Allah gave you and give it to those people that you used to talk about. Those people who you hurt because you said bad things about them, you bullied them, you teased them, you took their water from them, their food from them, their money from them. You hurt their family members. So we have to be very, very careful. So this hadith brings a lot of lessons for us to learn. Number one, whenever we do bad to others, this is a sin in Islam. It's very sinful to hurt people. And we also learn from this hadith that it's better to resolve our issues now before we die. You don't want to die with all these bad sins on you. It's best to apologize and make right the sins you've done before you die. And also, money is nothing. On the day of judgment, you can't buy Allah. Allah doesn't care about your money, your children, your parents, or none of that. He's going to take your good deeds. All we have in this world are our good deeds. And that's how the people will pay each other back. So let's see how well you guys understood this hadith. What is something that if you do or say to another person will be oppressive against them? In other words, give me an example of being mean, of something that you could do or say that would be mean to another person. Who would like to start us off? Let's start at the top with Amar and Anaya.
Mean is bad.
Say it again, baby.
Mean is bad.
Yeah, give me an example of something bad that you do to a person that Allah is going to take your good deeds from. What's something bad to do? What's something bad to do to your brother or your sister?
To say bad stuff.
Yeah,
bad words.
Yeah, to say bad words. Good job. Bad words. How many people like to use profanity? I had to get on my grandson the other day. One of my grandsons, he's only 12, but he got mad and said some bad words. And I had to tell him, you don't use profanity. Allah doesn't like bad words. You don't want to use bad words with another Muslim or another person, period. Not even a non-Muslim. You say bad words, this is hurting them. And Allah is going to take that from you. Okay, Sister Amalia, you got an example for us?
Teasing?
Yes, go ahead.
Teasing someone?
Well, she's teasing. Yes, exactly. Teasing. How many of you tease other people? Oh, he got a big nose. She got a big nose. and they tell you that they don't like to be teased, but you keep teasing them. This is oppressing them. And if you don't stop it and ask them to forgive you for doing it, Allah's going to take your deeds from you. So we got to be careful of that, mindful of that. Okay, my baby's up here at the top. Asma and Najma, give me some examples of being bad to a person. Let me fix your mic. Yeah.
Telling I think I said saying that one of your family members could be bad or is ugly or saying bad things about other family members.
Exactly. That's a big problem here. You want to talk about people's family members. You want to call somebody's sister or brother ugly. Talk about their mother, their father. This is oppression. This is bad. Good job. Go ahead.
I have an example.
Yes, go ahead, baby.
Lying about someone and saying something that isn't true about someone, like lying about saying bad about someone even though they didn't do anything bad or anything.
Exactly. Slandering people's character, saying bad things about a person, accusing people falsely. And this is a big problem. You ate the pie that your mother baked. But instead of you saying that you ate it, you're going to blame it on your sister, blame it on your brother, blame it on somebody else. You were the one, that did the bad deed, but you want to blame someone else. This is oppression. Good job. Elma's baby. Go ahead, baby. What's your example, baby? Go ahead. I'm going to fix her mic. I know she...
Raise your voice. Come on.
Then sometimes they'll...
You said to...
Sometimes...
Go on.
Mommy. The man said... Can I be dressed?
Yeah, she said she's getting a bit shy. She said to physically hurt, to beat someone up.
Exactly. How many people bully and beat up on people? Subhanallah, guys, we can't beat up on people, bully on people. And that's what they do. You want to tease somebody because they're Muslim, or tease somebody because they're different than you. And then you want to hit them and jump on them, beat them up, bully them, make the kids afraid to come to school. This is oppression in the worst degree. Good job. Okay, go ahead, Sabrina.
Using someone?
Yes, give them an example. Let them know what that means. Explain that to the people. Wait a minute, hold on. How did I do that?
Like at school, one of my friends, she always brought like candies and treats to school. So then my other friends would always like tell her to give them some. And if she said no and she asked them to do something for her, they'd tell her, if I do this, then will you give me like your candy?
Oh my God, that's a great example. This is usury. We can't do that. You want to use somebody, make somebody bring candy to school and tell her that if she doesn't bring the candy, you're going to beat her up or do something bad to her. This happens a lot.
Well, like not beat her up, but at school we're not allowed to do that. But like my friends, they tell her, like her name's Alyssa, but they tell her to cause she can get candy really easily. They tell her, bring like chips or candy. If I make a paper airplane, if I make 5 paper airplane, you bring me 5 bags of Takis.
See that, guys? Yeah, that's usury. If you bring us some candy, we'll give you this, or we'll do this, we'll do that. That's using. You want a person to think that you're their friend when you're really not their friend. You just using them to accommodate you. This is deceitfulness. This is lying. This is really bad. We can't use people like that. People like to use adults too. You will use me and use my website. Let me give an example. A person might come in here and say, oh, Sister Layla, I want to teach the children. I want to teach the children about Allah. but they're really using my website as a platform to get famous off of. And then when they get famous, one day they stop showing up. They just used it, used this website and you guys to get famous. That happens a lot. And Allah hates that. That's why we have what's going on in the world today going on. Good job, Sabrina. Yes, Brother Youssef, you got an example for us?
Like, when we are like school, this boy, he brings candy for like, because he's my friend. He brings candy every day. He gives it to like everybody. And this girl, she was bullying him this day, and then when she came back, she started bullying him. And then when she found out he was bringing candy, she was like, "Oh, let me have some," and then he said, "No, you always bully me," and then he's always trying to like, they're always trying to like, when he said no, she always like, "No, I'm not being a friend," and he's like, "He was never my friend," and then she's always like getting mad and hitting him and pushing him, and then like someone tells the beach friend, I'm like telling, and then she gets in trouble.
Exactly. That's another example of using somebody and bribing. You're going to bribe me with candy. I'll bribe you if you don't do this. If you do this to me, I'll give you candy. But if you don't do it, then I'm going to beat you up or something. That's bribery. Exactly. You know, these are all great examples. You all did pretty good on this. You know, Allah hates injustice. Allah does not like for us to go around hurting other people. As Muslims, we're supposed to be nice and kind to others. You know, we're supposed to be, you know, respectful of others. We don't associate with them if their lifestyle is not like ours. We don't hang out with the non-Muslims. We don't become friends with them on that level. But we get along with them. You know, as long as they don't do anything to hurt us, we don't hurt them. We live amongst them in peace. And we try to be respectable and kind, you know, and this is something that we've gotten away from. You know, as Muslims, we've imitated the Kafirs. We act like them. We talk like them. We dress like them. We do the stupid things that they do. And that's why Allah is sending his punishment. But we need to get back to the Muslim identity. We need to get back to being ourselves Muslims. We are people who are against injustice. Just like, let me give an example. We don't like the LGBTQ because it's against our religion. But does that mean that because that little boy over there is LGBTQ, you can go beat him up? No. That's his lifestyle. If he chooses to be LGBTQ, that's his business. I'm not going to hang out with him. I'm not going to be his friend. And I don't like his lifestyle, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go beat him up or bully him or treat him, you know, indifferently. We distance ourselves without harming others. You know, that's the life that we are supposed to lead here as Muslims. Okay, mashallah, you guys did so good on this hadith. Now what we're going to do is go to the second phase of the Sunnah Followers Kids program, which is our seerah. And we're doing the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it is so amazing because today we're going to be discussing the Battle of Khaybar. Remember when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he kicked the Jews out of the Jews of Nader. He told them that they had to leave Medina because they betrayed him and they violated their peace treaty. That's where we stopped off last week. So today we're going to show the 15-minute film, which shows what happened when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered the Jews to leave Medina. What was their reaction? So for those of you listening on Facebook and YouTube, we're going to leave for right now, but we'll be back in 15 minutes because I can't show the video on YouTube or Facebook because of copyrights. Okay, but inshallah, we'll log back in 15 minutes and you guys can see the questions. So we're logging out for right now on YouTube and Facebook, but we'll be back in 15 minutes. If the kids are watching and they want to be a part of this, join us. Join us in the Zoom room now, inshallah. Okay. Hold on, let me stop the stream.